Okay, should be live now. Welcome back, YouTube folks. What deck are we doing today? Alright, so the way the Jenga works is we've got 4 people, right? It's me, Rarran, Zaino, Roffle. We're all doing gold stake runs. And the rules are you can't repeat any decks. You also can't repeat any jokers. So if we go to the collection here, you can see gold stickers on a bunch of jokers. Those are now banned, outlawed. Let's just make sure we got the display the gold stickers. That's important. Okay, so the one deck that's left is the black deck. We gotta do the black deck. And then we said, okay, as a team, if the 4 of us, if no one loses, the way that you lose is you're not able to complete a run within 3 hours. We said like a soft 3-hour limit, and then that counts as a loss for your turn. Thus far, everyone's been successful, right? So we have the last turn and we have the last deck. And if we beat the black deck anytime in the next 3 hours, then we consider that a win for the team of us, a team of 4 people. So that's what we're going to try to do today. We could take a quick look at the collection, maybe think about what do we want to try to build around? A couple options maybe. We are using the extra credit mod, and so we've got the extra credit jokers. We think about, what kind of scaling jokers are available. I think maybe the Bonkler is still available. I really want to do the Swashbuckler. Also, the Bull is available. So basically, that's it. We have 3 hours. Try to get the Swashbuckler. That's my plan. The rules are you can't use any joker that has a gold sticker. Correct. And I guess we, unlimited restarts here. So if you wanted to, we could restart for an investment tag. And then in the next round here, pray. I guess that's another option is we could go for a legendary. Restart until we get Triboulet maybe. That seems unnecessary. I had a straight there. I should have just played the straight instead of discarding. Maybe get the clubs now. There you go. Alright, can you use them and sell them before finishing or not use at all? Not use at all. If you use like a Judgment Tarot card and it gives you some kind of joker that you're not supposed to have, then you just sell it. Shoot the Moon's okay. I guess we are in a unique position where if there's anything that we don't like for any reason, we don't have to do it. So here I can check a Buffoon pack and then just start over. Does the doc see the YouTube chat? That's a good question. Daniel J. The YouTube chat does not show up on the screen. Twitch says that we're not allowed to do that. And I guess I could turn off the Twitch chat so the Twitch chat doesn't show up either, but kind of like having it show up on the screen, especially when exciting things happen. 3 2s. I think we keep going for the flush, right? Could be 3 aces. That's enough. Oh my god, he sees it. Well, there is a bit of a delay. I think the YouTube side of things has a longer delay than the Twitch side of things, so take that into consideration. Yin Yang here. No, we want some kind of scaling. By the way, hey, thanks, WinCab. Thanks for the 17 months. Any fun facts about number 17? The number itself 17, other than it like being prime or whatever. I don't know, WinCab, you get. What about you? You got any fun facts? Got any hot takes about prime numbers? You know what? 17, that's 1/3 of 51. I think about that sometimes. We already did the runner. Half of 34. Daniel on the YouTube side of things says, if you're on YouTube, then having the Twitch chat on the screen means that you can see the chat. And so that's kind of nice for the YouTube folks. You know what? That's valid. All right. Maybe the real fun fact is that Doc thinks sometimes. Only sometimes, which is not all the time. Alright. Are we warming up for speed runs? No, we got a very specific mission today. We're trying to beat Gold Stake on the black deck without using any of the jokers that our friends used. When is Doc gonna move the PNG? Did we get that? We did get that. Okay. The Doc is covering the boss tag. Interesting. So like, okay. Hold on, it'll take me, I gotta push some buttons. So we gotta do this, we gotta do that, we gotta go here. No, it's that button, and then it's this. And we're gonna do the old flipperoo here. Flip horizontally, and then we're gonna go, but how about like that? You don't need to see the round score. Maybe like that. Maybe we could go slightly like that. There. Perfect, okay. Sorry, what was this? We gotta start over. What do we start beating jokerless runs? Then can Jenga go on forever? So it's a question of whether or not the other people want to keep going. And if you do want to keep going, then what you can do is like, okay, after we've done all the decks, then you just start over and unlock the decks again. But maybe if people don't actually want to keep going, then maybe we don't have to force it, you know? Foil Scary Face is great, but we could do better. I'm down. All right. How about the flush plus 10 molt? I don't have any pants. You're just realizing now that I don't have any pants? Murphy took my legs once upon a time. It was a Cracker Barrel parking lot. We got into a scuffle. Took my legs. Alright. No Baron, probably. Could be not Grimbo. Could be Mercury. Speed tag, $10 plus 15? Nah. Alright, how about a full house? Easy. Oh, I missed it here. We got Pokey Panda, thank you for the Prime sub. Mobia, thank you for the tier 1. I will say my alerts or whatever are in a different place when I'm using the restream. So I still gotta get used to it. Could you maybe do Balatro Bingo? We have, yes, several times. Maybe not the way that you're thinking of exactly. Balatro Bingo, where the goal is to get gold stickers with jokers. So there's like a 5x5 jokers, and then you get gold stickers on them. You know, that's another... You know what, Misty? That's a great idea. That's a pretty good idea. All right. 4 and 2, we can hang them. Probably just remove the low cards. What's the boss situation here? Diamonds. Paradolia, walkie-talkie, save our money. Let's just go next. Plus 10 mults is not that much mult, so this doesn't win, and then we play another hand and it's fine. I apologize, I've got the split focus right now. Trying to keep up with what's going on in chat. Red card we already did. Could take popcorn here as a perishable. Probably. Don't need a bonus queen. Hermes, sure. Maybe Zany Joker. Maybe Ambrosia. When you skip, do a thing. It is a foil. Maybe we just take it. Maybe Scary Face, you just take it. Alright, we're we're fully loaded here. Taylor Swift got engaged? That's cool. Good for her. You put your logo on the bottom right. What do you mean logo? We already did Myrtle. The do list on 2 pair. I guess we could. This maybe full house rather than... I'm never gonna play those hands. I'm gonna get punished if there's a fool here. I can make a gold card. How about a gold 9? Okay. 2 pair, I guess. Do we want to skip? If we skip, we get $6 and 2 spectral cards. So basically, it's a spectral pack. You skip, you get 2 spectral cards. Do I want 2 spectral cards? Good question. Maybe not right now. Spectral pack, but they pay you. Yeah. Spectral pack, but you get to pick both. Katie says gotta do it for the culture. Maybe I'll just be uncultured. How about that? Alright, what about... You know, it turns out we are able to use discards. That's legal. Alright. 2 pair again. Are we trying to win this challenge by getting completionist plus? We win the challenge as a team of 4 people. We win by beating all the decks without repeating jokers. All right. Probably Uranus here. That's what I'm thinking. Instead of pair. Is that true? Yeah. $20. Judgment. Don't really have room. I guess popcorn's not gonna stick around forever. Riffraff we don't need. Blue Joker we can't take. Lucky 7s. We can't get the 7s. Boo. With this amount of money, I could make flushes. Could make flush houses. Bryant Overcast. Open Life has treated me well. Pretty good day today. What decks remain? You're looking at it. The black deck. Alright, we could Play a full house, I guess. That's it. Okay. Trading card. They did it. We got the trading card. Get out of here. I know popcorn only has +8 molt, but I want that 8 molt. Tech gotta go to the dentist today? Good luck, Tech. If you could create a Joker to add to the game, what would it do? I mean, it would do these. Hold on. It would be this. Gold cards are also steel cards. Steel cards are also gold cards. You know, if I was able to add a Joker to the game, it would be this. Hands containing 7s, they all count as lucky cards. So you could play a bunch of glass 7s and they count as luckies, and you get money from your glass cards or whatever. What I like about these is it makes enhancements a little bit more interesting. Also enables synergies, new synergies. People love synergy, right? Triggers, re-triggers, people like. And then so, you know, here's another different new way that you can build, right? You can, how about this? Re-trigger all lucky cards. And this is all lucky cards that you play and lucky cards held in hand. So if you have lucky kings, this will re-trigger your Baron. It's not going to be as strong as steel kings, but you know, it's still, that's like a new synergy, right? All these different quirky things that you can do, all these weird things that you could do. And you know, if you're wondering like, okay, what kind of Jokers would I design? Jokers that have very little words, as few words as possible, but create interesting possibilities. This is perfect. Re-trigger all lucky cards. That's it. Things like, these are a little bit more complicated, admittedly. A little bit more complicated, but the effect is kind of easy for you to wrap your head around. So something that I think about a lot is just sort of like how accessible the game is, and when designing new game pieces, wanting to keep the game as accessible as possible. Things don't have to be complicated for them to be interesting. This is not complicated, but it does tickle my brain a little bit. This is my favorite Joker from the extra credit pack here. So whenever you gain money, this gains sell value. New Jokers that care about sell value. Since before, you know, there's not that many Jokers. There's the dagger, there's the swashbuckler that care. That reward you for sell value. Then there's also the egg and the gift card, and that's it. And I think this is kind of interesting. Another way you could do the same thing is you could just say, whenever you earn money, gain $1. That's boring. Whenever you gain money, gain sell value. Now all of a sudden interesting, without having to add that many extra words. Anyway, probably we don't take a 4 here, right? Alice times 2.5, yes, if odd and even. I mean, with 2 pair, that seems reasonable. Probably the easiest way to use Alice is to do flushes or straights even, but 2 pair is tough. Though I could see why you might think that this is a reasonable thing to do. I could see it. I could see the vision. Maybe I take it. Maybe I take it instead of maybe zany Jokers, not the direction that we want to go. We're going to go in the 2 pair direction. I like that Alice says, hey, consider playing flushes or straights without having to say play flushes or straights. You know, without having to put the words on the card. All right. We have Scary Face. We could do face cards. We could also do not face cards since we have Alice. Maybe in that case you snap off a queen. I need to draw 2 pair or else I'm sad. Alright, so we can go aces and 10s here. Throwing away a jack. And then I think this just wins because of Alice, right? Could be Devil. So Spectral Pack, you want to load up on tarot cards first. So let's take a Devil. Let's do a reroll. Let's probably should open this Jumbo Celestial Pack. Bosses, no repeat hand types. I think we might be able to do that. Here's Onk. Doesn't really do anything for us here. So I guess could be Incantation. Random numbered cards could be good for Alice. Honestly, I don't hate that idea. 8s, 6s, and 5s. So if we want to do odds and evens, we should decide. The evens are going to be 8s. The odds are going to be, could be 5s. How about 8s and 5s? Since we can't do 7s. Do you think adding a third variant of each voucher would be bad for the game? I don't think it would affect the game at all. So here's the thing that maybe people don't understand or don't appreciate is that the game is not designed to go past ante-8. Like, technically endless mode is possible, like you push a button and endless mode is allowed, but the game isn't designed for endless mode. The game is only designed for the first 8 antes. And, you know, in only 8 antes, tier 2 vouchers very rarely show up. With 16 different possible vouchers, the tier 2 ones are very rare, right? And then so if you added tier 3 vouchers, they just would never happen. They would never affect the game. We could either get rid of a jack or a queen, or sorry, jack or king. How about snap off the jack? I said I wanted to do, could be 5s and 8s. Could be discard these 5s and the 6. What I really wanted to do is make a gold 8. Maybe gold 8 is not possible. Maybe we go gold 4 is kind of sad, actually. Maybe we go gold ace. How about that? Should have sold popcorn. Could have got $2. Crash, you want another game? Magic? You want to play Magic? That's the thing that we can do. Maybe when the Drizzler gets back. It has been a while. I guess technically you're allowed to play without me. But yeah, when the Drizzler gets back, I'll try to schedule some Magic. So we could do 7s, turn them into 8s. We could do 7 and 5 here as some lucky cards. I could just use the strength now rather than making the lucky cards. That's the safe thing to do, I guess. Okay, we can snap off the queen. I'm gonna play this 2 pair, expecting it not to win. Okay, and then we can do another one. We can do aces and 10s, throwing away a 6. Cool. So about 9,000 for my 2 pair. The boss is 18,000. Currently, I have 1 and then 2 half jokers. Not literally half joker, but I have jokers that don't really help me much here. Yellow card, Eternal. Probably not. Alright. Scholar, no. Clever Joker. Maybe we need this. Maybe this is essential. Maybe my 2 pair is high enough I don't need this. This is like plus 60%, 65%. Babylon, by the way, thank you for 14 months. How would you design a tier 3 observatory? I wouldn't, but you weren't talking to me, were you? Could take the bull here. Bull plus... yeah, bull plus holographic should be fine. And then we just go next. So like no repeats here. We can go... Probably I'm supposed to turn kings into aces. We'll see. I want to start with 8s and 3s as a full house because I might not be able to get a full house otherwise. Right, and then the 2 pair, I can go turn my 4s into 5s. Yeah, snap off the queen. I want to turn my 4s into 5s. Is that true? I can turn kings into aces. And then I can play the 4s and 5s. There we go. What about a money addition? So I guess like the additions are not super interesting. It's just plus 10 molt and plus 50 chips, and polychrome is like the X molt version of that times 1.5. And so I guess a money addition would not need to be very interesting either. Like maybe the money addition is just like you get $2 per round. It's an anti-rental. But maybe like having something that's just opposite of rental is a little bit boring. And so what I would do then is instead of anti-rental, just make it an egg. Gain $1 of sell value every round. And I've said this idea before, where it's like, you know, you've got foil and holographic cards. That's like something that shows up in like trading card games or whatever. Maybe you've got like a signed card, and then the signature card gains sell value each round. Egg edition. Yeah. Because I think sell value is interesting. Alright. Bull is not forever, and maybe that's okay. I've got 8s and 5s. That's kind of my mainline plan. So we can go 8 and 5 here as some bonus cards. You can tell he's a temperance addict. No, here's the idea, okay? Dagger deserves to have more synergies. The swashbuckler deserves to have more synergies. More synergies for the people. That's all I want. Get rid of a 7, I guess. I guess we keep the 9. That way I have odds and evens. That's the promise. We want to do odds and evens. Scary Face not doing very much here. That's fine. We don't need it to. Toby. That's some plus molt in kind of a sad kind of way. Though maybe we are sad. Maybe we need the plus molt desperately. So, strength makes it easier for me to get 2 pair. Easier for me to do Alice. So that's the correct answer. Okay, I need to turn 4s into 5s and 7s into 8s. Kings into aces. These are not available to me, so I go... How are we doing on 10? Maybe since I have aces, I could benefit from having some 10s. Go 9 into 10. Go 6 into 7. And then 7 you can turn into an 8 later. Probably we need molt. I don't know if you're keeping track here. We only have the half of a molt joker. So do we want more 8s or 5s? Probably 8s. Do we want Toby? Not right now. Okay. We can snap off the king. We could do 2 5s, and we could do 5s and 8s. There you go. How about 6s and 5s, throwing away 3s? Okay. This hand wins. There you go. Buffoon pack. Shoot the moon is no longer possible. That's something that we could have wanted to do a long time ago. Scary face we could get rid of though. Mad Joker, we might need Mad Joker. It might be that desperate. I think I'd take it. That doubles my molt. That's a ×2. That's huge. That's big game. I need a blue seal. Could be a fancy 7. That's a pretty fancy 7. All things considered, pretty fancy. Sorry, what's got this sticker? Which one? Alright, aces and 10s. Smiley face. I guess we did technically get $1 from it. Snap off the face card. No 4s. Got it. I have enough to win. Aces and 5s. Now what? Eclipse, can't do it. Arrowhead, not really. We go one more round with the bull and then we can re-roll like a madman. All right, temperance or no, we just take temperance. We need more jokers. We need better jokers. Tens and 3s. I have 5s, looking for 8s. I have 8s and 5s, and we throw away the 3. Bull is done. Alright, I need another bull. This does not do very much. Do list here. Okay, standard pack. Nope. Boss says play 5 cards. Let's go pick up Honu here. Saturn, no. Habsies, no. Well, I mean, Andrew with holographic is fine. I could go death here, get another 8. Another 8, or do we want to make a gold 9? I think I'd rather have the 8. I think I got plenty of gold cards. Do we need to reroll here? Maybe. Maybe we lose anyway. I think we probably are out of gas here. That's my prediction. Alright, I can discard. We have Molt now. Is it true that we want the chips? Probably. Keep the 5? Or something like that. 8s and 5s, throwing away the 3. Throwing away the 7? How about the 3? Alright, so Salvagey wanted to know, how do you handle re-rolling when you have the boots and the bull? The way that you're supposed to do it is pay attention to how much you're scoring each round. But maybe that's not how I do it actually. Pay attention? No. This is not gonna work. Basically we need the 7 here in order to win. We need the holo 7. Or not the holographic, the foil 7. Okay, so I need another 7. Any 7. There you go. Probably not enough anyway. Yeah. Yeah, not enough scaling jokers. I mean, that makes sense. Chapin, thank you for the 13 months. Wilkes, thank you for the 6 months. Wilkes, congratulations on your Completionist Plus. How long after starting Balatro did it take to get my first gold stake win? Well, it's complicated. Because I played the game before launch. Like if we go to the menu here, like my name is in the credits, right? So, you know, as far as like gold stake wins, I might have been, you know, the first in the whole world, maybe. Maybe no gift card here. What do you call a Frenchman wearing sandals? I don't know. Anyway, to answer the question about the bull, okay, if I know how much I'm scoring each round and I know kind of like what the pacing is to expect, what the future blinds are going to be, I can decide, okay, I need to grow by this much each round, and then so I'm allowed to spend a certain amount each round. Or if you want to be lazy about it, just reroll once per shop. How do you do a fast restart? On PC, you just hold down the R button. Am I close personal friends with Local Thunk? No, not really. What are we resetting for? So, we're trying to get a gold stake win. Which on the black deck maybe already is a little bit annoying or challenging. But on top of that, there's a bunch of jokers that we can't use. So we're trying to get like a really good start where we can win without those jokers. So one thing I'm looking for is this investment tag. And so, you know, maybe leverage the extra money to do some extra re-rolling. Re-roll past the jokers that we're not allowed to use. Here, jacks and nines. Can you try the yellow deck? Not right now. We need to win on the black deck specifically. How about 3 of diamonds? Which decks are left? This one. You're looking at it. I am sad. Boo. Oh well. All my diamonds are gonna be debuffed. Is this the last deck? That is what I think I said. Alright. Toby? Toby can do it. Toby can get the job done. I need the money. Okay. Don't try this at home. Okay. I'm actually gonna keep the 7s. Maybe play 2 pair of 7s. Okay, could be 7s and 10s. Could be, I need clubs here. I need either clubs or hearts as a flush. Let's go hearts as a flush. And then we win. Okay. I don't think the straight is enough with the debuff card. I don't feel like doing the math. Just give me a heart. There we go. Now we're cooking. Alright, Toby. Empress? Nom. Hey, Frenchie. Thank you for the 16 months. That is a lot of months. And Millennium Falcon, thank you for the 2 months. Do we want Zany Joker here? Do we want an Arcana pack? Let's go Arcana. Let's get the money. Okay. What if we go strengthen the pair of 3s, pick up Wily Joker here for the 3 of a kinds? Alternatively, you go make lucky faces. Could be diamonds here to make flushes easier. I'm gonna take the lucky cards. Slightly greedy, I know, that's okay. I think I do take Zany Joker though, just to be safe. Let's play some 6s. Could be 6s and aces. Okay. Any ace or 6, or actually just any 10 or ace here wins? Okay. That was not necessarily the safest way to do that, but we did win. Okay, so we can't take Seltzer. We could take Scary Face, is probably fine with Toby. I don't have another snack for Toby, which means we do need the 3 of a kind again, which, you know, is not great. Okay. What if we get a 9? Could be 9s and aces. That's huge. Which mod is this? The extra credit mod. Ilmega. Hey, thank you for the gifted sub. You want a bean? Bean really helps with Zany Joker. I just want some consumables for Toby. I just want a little snacky. We sad. Okay. 3 2s. 9s and 2s, we could do it. It might be safer to play the face cards. I can play kings and 9s. There you go. This definitely wins. Okay, rebate, yes. So I could do rebate plus discard. Reroll for Toby. Okay. Toby. Nom. Alright. Rebate on 7s. So is this the kind of full house which wins? I didn't get any 7s. I'm gonna play this full house, expecting it not to win without any face cards. Great. I'm going to... let's see here. With the face cards, it does win, because it'll be twice as many points. 1-7? That's rude as heck. Alright, I still think the rebate is worth keeping, even though we're gonna have to eat it here. Alright, one more round on Zany Joker. Okay. Magician? Yes. Get a little snacky. We could get Yin Yang. Gives us planet cards and tarot cards. That's gotta be the answer. That's gotta be we're saved. Right? There's no way that's not the answer. That's it. Okay. Okay. Rebate on 9s. I can discard this 9. I can do kings and 10s. Hoping not to win. Sick. Okay. I can discard these 9s. I can do jacks and aces. So jacks and aces here wins. Hands and discards are equal. Then we get tarot and planet cards. Huge. Alright. Zany Joker, we gonna have to figure something out after that. My clubs are debuffed. Alright, so these have gold stickers, so we can try a buffoon pack. The Bonkler. I want the Bonkler. That's the end of the sentence. I want the Bonkler. Okay. As a rental, I take it. Are we gonna be, paying the price here? Absolutely. But we take it. Clever Joker, maybe we don't need to take. Maybe Starfruit here makes sense. I want to play probably 2 pair again. Maybe full houses have been kind of nice, but maybe 2 pair is fine. Maybe no Starfruit. I know I have the rentals, but I think I need the levels. So let's pick up. Could be, with these jokers, could be flushes now. Instead of full house. Okay. Flushes because it's just easier to play. Flushes. Then go next. Neptune, we sell it. Okay, so rebate on aces. I can try to go for some spade flush. Spade flush, which doesn't win. Oh, never mind. Okay. For now, where'd all this money come from? What the heck? We got 55 bucks. This boss gotta play 5 cards. Okay. Could spin the wheel. Could priestess here. Oh, we got the 20 bucks from the lucky card. That's what it was. Do we want to use the sun? So if we do have yin yang, probably we can get a lot of tarot cards. Maybe we can do something interesting. So maybe I kind of want to do clubs. So maybe these clubs you make luckies. Sure. Buffoon pack. One more round on the bean. These are not helpful. Oh well. And get snacking. Alright. Rebate on 10s. Looking for, could be a hearts flush. I still have the sun. Rebate on 10s though. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. clubs or diamonds or spades? Probably spades seems fine. Even though all my lucky cards are clubs. I have not what I was looking for. I can discard a 10. I can play this flush, or I can play this flush. That doesn't win. Okay, it does win. Should have sold the bean. That's $3. Oh well. Sly Joker, very useful. Now that Toby's plus 20. Sure. Alright. Do I use Death here? I could use Magician. And then Hermie. Yeah. Gold Seal 6. Sure. There's the bull. All right, it's done. It's hack it up. All right, rebate on 9s. Fine, whatever. So discard first. Play the face cards. Hermit here, not bad. Sun we don't need. Celestial Pack we probably don't care about since we have the Bull. Cola we can't do because it's got a gold sticker. You could check a standard pack. Now that I know I have the Bull and Toby, we can take anything value generator. Who stickered the Cola? I think it was me. I think it was me. All right, rebate on kings. I want to play pair of queens. I want to play maybe a pair of 9s. There's a king. And then, okay, I need to discard first. Hands and discards equal. Got it. I'm gonna make more clubs so we can get more lucky cards. This boss is Serpentine. There's a devil. Fool for Hermie. I guess we gotta do that, huh? Toby's going big mode, okay? We could get Hermie again. Probably we don't need the moon. What mod is this? It's the extra credit mod. Go next. Rebate on aces. Okay. I can play a pair of 3s. Okay. Play it straight. Rebate aces. I want to use all my discards. A lot of kings. Alright, with the blue seal, do you want to go high card? Do you want to go pair? Probably with the bull, we just go high card. Maybe it doesn't matter either way. Oh. We got yin yang, so it blocks the blue seal. That's fine. Bobby. Lose hands. I can't lose hands. With this build, I can't sacrifice any hands. Temperance gives me 11 bucks. A little bit sad we haven't gotten anything that gives us bonkler value. Oh well. But we get Toby value, so it's okay. Would you take a business card over rebate? Usually not. On gold stake where we have one less discard, I still prefer rebate. I guess it depends on context, right? Are we playing on gold stake? Because on gold stake, I'm playing pairs, and pairs don't usually have that many face cards. Just 2 at a time, right? Let's go play the queens. I guess it could be queens and jacks. Then discard 9s or play the 3s. One more discard, or we play the 2 pair here. All right. Rebate on 9s. This is my last hand. There you go. All right, 2 gold stickers on those. We do get the devil. We can make a gold card. We could also make a rock. What about a gold ace? Rebate on 6s. Oh. These 6s? Okay. Another 6? Let's play a bunch of jacks. Alright, get rid of this. Play the 4s. Discard first. Play the 4s. Was wondering if you've seen the new decks for the multiplayer mod. I have not. Do I imagine similar effects being added to the extra credit mod? Well, I guess not having any context, I'm gonna say nope. Are we gonna be okay here? I think if we get the grabber, then we're fine. Cool death card. Well, I guess I'll use the devil to make a gold 10. Grabber's pretty good for us on the black deck, yeah, for sure. Rebate on queens. Okay. How can we see the runs that preceded this one? Some of the VODs are still on Twitch. Rebate the queens. Rebate the queen here, play the kings. Pair or a high card, I don't really care. For the blue seal, doesn't matter either way, right? Emperor. So Emperor gives me temperance for 11 bucks. Next round, we have enough money. We have enough more money than the previous round. Could check a standard pack. Maybe I need to stop checking standard packs. Maybe I don't need the lucky 4. Okay. I can discard the 6s. I can play... This high card's not going to win. That's not an encouraging number of points. So I think I'm trying to pivot into a flush here. A flush that has some face cards. Trying to get spades as a flush, trying to get hearts as a flush. I could go for a straight instead. That's not good. There we go, I guess. No mult on those. That's not good. I play ace high. I draw a spade. That's not going to happen. I can play a pair of 10s. This wins barely. Great. We've reached the limitations of the bull. Face this joker, no. I need something. But if we spend, if we re-roll down, then we have less of something. Losing the bull value here. Glutinous joker's not it. Golden ticket's not it. Re-trigger all of the cards. Re-trigger all of the... Rebate on 9s. Alright. This could work. In which case we just go next. It's not looking good. We can get spades. Discard the 4. Play the face cards. Okay. I want to try to get a flush house. I would need a queen of spades to get a flush house. So maybe I'm forced to play a flush instead. The flush gets de-leveled. Flush house not possible, but we could play a full house and maybe that's fine. Probably not fine. Well, that does get us halfway. Okay. 20k for that one. I can play... This is fine. And the world, we could sell it, we could use it. How do I feel about clubs into spades? Maybe not something that's important to me. There we go. I need to remember the blue seal to not hold on to it because it doesn't matter. Alright. Passport. We're looking for money now. This boss says discard random cards. That's okay. Strength and priestess. Probably a pair of things that we don't really care about. We can strengthen. We could strengthen 2 4s. Could strengthen a queen into a king. I said I might play flushes. Maybe strength doesn't matter. Maybe we just let Toby eat it. Anyway, go next. I'm gonna use my strength. How do I want to use it? I would like to get a 6 here. I can turn a 5 into a 6 or a 6 into a 7. Are you forced to play better hands when you don't have a lot of jokers available? In theory, like 4 of a kind, you mean? Straights, you mean? But that's not necessarily what we're doing here, right? Because we got plenty of molt from Toby, we got plenty of chips from the bull. Forgot about yin yang. Do we have enough points for the next round? Do we need something like Onyx Agate instead of Scary Face? Because we could make a bunch of clubs here. We could make hearts into clubs. I kind of like that. Mr. Tusk, hello, welcome. Onyx Agate is a lot right now, but only if we play one specific hand. It has to be a clubs flush, which maybe we can't guarantee a clubs flush. Or any flush at all, but I am willing to try. We do have to give up Scary Face, but maybe that's okay because we have the bull. Alright. Even better here that we have the steel card. Play something like that. What are the new jokers from? We have a mod. It's called the Extra Credit mod. Okay, I can play a pair of 4s. Just can't comprehend why you're not getting planet levels when you can. So, I mean, planet levels cost money, right? Either you have a planet, you could sell it for $1 or you could use it. And sometimes the dollar is better than using it. What's the point of leveling up my straight flush if I'm never going to play a straight flush anyway? Right? I guess I play the 7. Yeah, also you want to keep planets for Toby. Destroys random consumables. Well, you better have some consumables. Alright, could be Hack instead of Joker of the Year. Maybe not. Could be... Lucky card. Yeah. Sure. My greed is ruining Toby's life? What do you mean? In what way are we being greedy? Please let me know. There you go. That's not good. That's our best hand. We could play a full house. Or do we think we can get the clubs here? I think we can get the clubs here. The straight flush level that came from a Celestial pack had no chance to not take it. I can play this straight And then we get the yin yang value. Hermie, useful. Okay. Now it just depends what the final boss is. Shuffle me Jimbos. Alright. We have a pretty good chance here. Not guaranteed, but we got a pretty good chance. These jokers are pretty good. Pretty good. Not effortless, not flawless, but pretty good. Definitely getting consumables as a combo with Toby. Pretty good combo. So I want to do the Onyx Agate. I could play this first as a throwaway hand. Okay. No clubs. That's not good. There we go. I wish the Amber Acorn was more difficult. When you fight the Amber Acorn, do you do the thing where when you start the round, you grab one of the jokers and you keep it from moving? Do you do that move? Because you don't have to do that. Like, that wasn't an intentional design feature. You could just choose not to do that. That makes the Amber Acorn more interesting. Shuffle every hand? Absolutely not. So, like, being able to sleuth out, being able to figure out what's where is cool. That's fun. That's interesting gameplay. I could get a glass card here. Could get a glass jack. And I guess Emperor. Is losing Joker of the Year bad? Well, from the agate alone, it's 35 molt, but, you know, we already have 68 molt from Toby anyway, so maybe it's not the end of the world. Maybe strength is not necessary. I will go Fool here. If we were concerned about score, we could go back in time, but then also we would have one less hand, which is a different kind of concern. Maybe you could take Wily Joker here. Maybe you could re-roll and replace Joker of the Year with something. But you can't re-roll too much because then the bull gets smaller. It's getting worse. Alright. So, probably we need some flushes. Multiple flushes. Here, play the steel card. I need to draw my glass card, probably. Right. Okay. Clubs flush probably works. But we are out of gas. Officially, we are out of gas. I can do this, but that's barely more. Plus 20 helps. Okay. And then play straight. Play this flush. This is Jenga? Correct. Alright, we survived this round. One problem is the boss, I guess. Fortune Teller we can't do. Shoot the Moon we can't reasonably get that much value from. X-Molt, currently we have none. Probably what we need to do is spend $100 to get a ×2. Probably that's what we need to do. I can make a steel 9. Lucky card proc might have also saved us. Yeah, that's... I believe that. So... X-Molt is limited. Because some of them are going to have gold stickers. You could take the bean. This is getting worse. We lost the glass card that we had. Starfruit doesn't do it. This gives me more chips. This gives me more chips. Spin the wheel. Bummer. I think that means we go back in time. Alright. Play a flush. Yeah, so the idea with the bull is you spend half your money and then you buy a ×2, and then that, you know, it makes up for it, right? But if you don't get a ×2, pretty rough. Pretty not good. Alright. I can play this flush. This royal kind of flush. I can play kings and 6s. Should be enough. Hieroglyph has got to be one of the best vouchers in the game. I don't think it's as good as Overstock. It is pretty good on Gold Stake, but now what, right? Glad we went back in time. Yeah, but now we only have 3 hands, and 3 hands is not a lot of hands. Could go Sigil here and then Neptune. That's kind of interesting. There's only 1 club here, so there's kind of no downside. Okay. So now diamonds, I guess. Diamonds straight flush. On the diamond turret could go Empress instead of Hyro. Not good. Either way, not good. So I can play a clubs flush. A lot of +20s on that. Okay. I can play into the straight flush. I have a straight flush, which I can play. Okay. Here it probably doesn't matter what we play. I can play this flush. 20 bucks definitely helps with the bull. Pyromancer. +80 on Toby. Buffoon pack. This doesn't help. Celestial pack also probably doesn't help. Can I get 3 straight flushes? Not likely. Could get Justice here. But Toby's gonna eat it. Clown car is times 1.5-ish. So that's some additional malt. Okay. So now we just get the clubs. I need the king of clubs. I did not get the king of clubs. There's the king of clubs. I need one more club. And if I do get the club, it might not even be enough, but we'll see. There you go. Ah, rats. Not enough scaling on that one. Yeah. Alright. Not enough hands. Bummer. I guess I could go for the heart's flesh. Eh. Already half the time passed. Yeah, we did spend a lot of time on that run. Probably we have time for maybe like one more solid attempt. We just have to decide, you know, what kind of start we want to go for. How much X mult is left? Just the rares, basically. Alright. There's a straight. 3 7. I don't know if that's enough off the top of my head. Maybe it is. Alright. 2 Eternals we can't take. Coupons? Maybe. If the boss doesn't end us. Okay. Okay. Spades or diamonds? Diamonds, it looks like. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay, there we go. So you could take the arrowhead. We go judgment. Mirror Joker plus arrowhead plus extra hand plus overstock. Negative Alice. Riffraff. We might have a run. Probably Jupiter then, right? Okay. You gotta take Alice. That means we can't afford anything else. Do we sell the coupons? Probably we sell the coupons. Okay. So if I just play this flush, that's it? Send it? Sigil? There's no way. Bummer. Alright. That doesn't have an even card? That's crazy. Alright. Bugsy likes the way that I say coupon. Could be strength. I think with this amount of money, I don't go strength here. Looking pretty good checker deck run. I agree. Not bad for the checker deck. My least favorite deck. You know, I like the green deck even better than the checker deck. Alright, could be faceless. Let's go spectral first. Boss has no hearts. Okay. Incantation. Okay. Arcana? No. Okay. I can discard for the money. Play whatever this is. What are the available jokers? I don't know, there's like 100 left. There's like 80 that have been used. I don't know. Fibonacci. Seems like something could be useful. Could be cryptid if you want more of these glass cards, but they're not fades. So maybe I make more 3 of clubs for Fibonacci. Go next. Okay, that works. What's the negative that we have? It's Alice. Times 2.5 multi if you can have an odd and an even card. Can't do the order here. Maybe no scholar. Strength. I have extra 3s. Beyond that, maybe I want a 9 to become an even card. Okay. Something like that. Extra 3s. Alright, this boss, face card Z buff, that's okay. We get an extra hand. Can't take the Chad. How much time do we have to win? Like an hour and a half-ish. Bootstraps? No. Okay. I have a flush. I think glass. Let's go glass 3. And then not play it. Maybe gold 3. Was that a natural negative? It was. Ooh. Ooh. Could get the wetness. Oh, that's so sick. Then I don't have to play flushes. I should probably still play flushes. I guess I want the nacho tongue. Is there a way to see what's already been used? Not easily, no. Okay. So I guess I kind of know that this hand already wins. So we could fish for some better cards, I guess. Always try to avoid rental jokers. Are they ever worth it? Yes, absolutely. What would the point of them being in the game if they're never worth it? Beyond kind of that, they're probably worth it a lot more times than you would think. Anyway. Are they ever worth it unless you would lose the next round? Yeah. You want a priestess here? Sure, why not? There's a lot of jokers I'd be willing to spend $3 per round on. Yeah. Yeah. There are some jokers where it's like, I could probably survive without it in the short term, but, you know, in the long term, that is something that I'm going to want in the future. And if I just have it now, then I don't have to spend money re-rolling for it later, right? I think the glass cards, we should be respectful, not play the glass card. And then this is enough. Rentals become cheaper over time. Yeah, kinda, in the sense that you make more money over time, so as a percentage of how much money you have, it's a small percentage. Holographic is okay. It's not Fibonacci compatible. So like, every 8 I have is holographic, basically. Every 3 is holographic. Maybe I don't take the 9. Purple Seal 7 could be a 4 here. I want a purple seal. Maybe no on the 4. Maybe also no on the 7. I think at the 7, if it was 5 or 3 or 2, I would take it. Alright, here the expectation is 2 hands. Right? Let's try it. Okay, so ace, 6, and then some extras. And then now I'm looking for an even card for Alice. Okay, I have even cards, so this should win. Just like that. Strength being one way is a fun restriction. It is a restriction, and I think restrictions cause people to be more creative. And so I do think it's a fun restriction. Sure, agree. Do I want 20 bucks here? Do I want to remove some cards? At this point, probably we need the money for jokers, I would assume. Same question, money, or you can make a glass card. Probably glass. Maybe a jack becomes a glass 5. Glass 5 seems pretty good. That's probably worth 20 bucks. If you could always do what you wanted to do every time, you would do the same thing every time. And it would be boring. You would make it boring. You can't help yourself. Hit the road, I don't think is going to work for us. Not any kind of meaningful way. Could be steel 3 or 2. Maybe doesn't super matter. Maybe steel 2. Alright. Play all these. Actually, we're playing on the blue deck. We have 5 hands per round. Did I ever play much Slay the Spire? I did, yeah. Look at the Hoarder. We could go fish. Tempting. Tempted. It's happening right now. Okay, I mean, we definitely take the Hoarder. The question is, what else are we doing here? Do I want a purple jack? Do I want a 2 now? Just a random 2? Probably not. Now I have glass cards in the deck, so I'm going to be a little bit pickier. I don't think you take Blank Voucher this late. There's not that many opportunities for antimatter. Maybe Devil. Maybe Go Fish eats up my 5s. I think maybe we don't do that right now. Alright. I think we might be in a situation to play some glass cards as a way of being conservative with our hands. There you go. Maybe this flavor of flush works even without Fibonacci. Possible. Why are you putting a steal on a 2 that you might play? Think about it this way. If I have, let's say I got a bunch of cards in hand, right? Would I rather those cards be clubs, which I can play as part of a flush, or spades, I guess technically are the same? Would I rather it be a usable card or an unusable card? Because if the card is unusable, either I have to throw it away in order to dig for my flush in order to survive, or I am playing with -1 hand size. Which sucks, playing with -1 hand size. That's kind of the idea behind it. Would I rather this be spades or hearts? Because just because I turn the 2 into steel doesn't mean I have to play it as a club. I could keep it, I could play it. But you have juggler. Yeah. I mean, the same idea applies. However much hand size you have, it's always nice to have one more. And not opt into having 1 less. Hey look, a Jupiter card. That could be useful. Lav, thank you for the prime sub. I could go... This stuff doesn't matter, right? Maybe if we're thinking about Alice here, maybe 2 pair, but ultimately none of this matters. These are all gold stickers already. Paradolia, nope. Alright. Drunkard's kind of interesting. Polychrome, but it's a rental. But I kind of like the extra discard, maybe. Maybe I don't need it that bad. For the Horde. Go next. Alright. This flush is very small. This flush without glass. Okay, so then I know that I don't need the glass card. Probably. I guess it depends on what cards we play. There we go. What's the biggest non-endless hand size? I don't know off the top of my head. Someone's done it, for sure, and recorded it. Documented it. I just don't know off the top of my head. Okay. We can get 26 bucks and then make a glass card. We make a glass card first. And then get the money. What about beating it? Not on stream. Alright, let's go Pyro. Maybe doesn't super matter. You know what? I keep forgetting that we could just do this. And then grow the Hoarder. Yeah, Hierophant, why not? This boss is stinky. I can probably figure out a workaround, but it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be not easy. Alright, 3 and 4 as bonus cards. Maybe something like that. Okay, I can play this flush with 2 glass cards, and that's fine. But then we lose the glass cards, which is less fine, because I need the glass cards to beat the boss. Alright. Aura on the glass. Okay. Steven, probably. Basically, I think we sell Smear Joker here when we play a Clubs Flush. Okay, so Smear Joker out. Steven's in. Justice and Death. Alright, we're chilling. We are big time chilling right now. Could be 29 bucks here. Could be one of those. So, what do we... I think the 2 we have to turn into glass. I could try to get another 5. Yes. So glass 4, turn the 4 into a 3. Do a little of this. Play a flush like that. Ow. Crunchy. Alright, we've got an Arcana pack. This boss has previously played as debuff. That's rude also. Not insurmountable, but for sure that's rude. Could be Blue Seal, probably. Maybe it's too late for that. It might be too late for that. All of my clubs... I need to make spades for the arrowhead. Sketchy. Maybe too late for the Blue Seal. Can't do the Chad. We do take Jupiter. Maybe Devil. Maybe Seed Money. Maybe not Seed Money. Alright. Fool for Jupiter is fine. I could go Moon and then Fool for Moon again. And then we get some glass cards and maybe we give up on the Arrowhead plan. So... do we Moon twice or do we Jupiter once? If we Moon twice, we could also do a flush house instead of a flush. Huh. I think I'd take Jupiter. I think we go hearts become clubs. What happened to Smear Joker? The boss was going to debuff all of our cards, so we sold it. Yeah, no seed money here. Strength, maybe.
Popcorn we can sell. All right. 5s and 4s. How many glass cards are we trying to play? As many as we can get. Okay. I can upgrade the 2 into... I could do these with strength. And then play the flush house. 3 glass cards. Maybe that's the move. Right. Gold here. Something like that. We don't get Alice on that, which is not good. We do get Alice on this one. But then it's really weak. I think I messed up. Yeah, I should have played the flushes instead of the flush house because of Alice. Yeah, I messed that up. That's on me. This was 100% preventable. This was winnable. Oh well. I don't think this is enough points. If we do the pair here, 2 pair doesn't work. Alright, back to the drawing board. That was an interesting start, but it wasn't necessarily... We didn't have very much... The scaling was not good on that one. Which makes sense, you know, given what jokers are available and what jokers are not available. Could have turned the 3s into 4s and still gotten the flush house value. True that. I did think about turning the 3s into 4s, but then decided not to because I wanted to get the Fibonacci value. That was wrong. All right. Tribe? Nah. About an hour left? Yeah, something like that. Can't take the flash card. What's inside here? Could be one of those. Nah. Diamonds. And clubs. One more time for clubs. Cool. That is part of the recipe. Okay. I need any king or heart. Let's go hearts. Okay. I need any spade. That seems not likely. Okay. Cryptid sigil, probably. We got hearts. I don't need to take Zany Joker here. I can just go next. There's hearts. Three eights. Sure. Okay. I want a pair at least. Though a flush would be better. There we go. Andrew has some utility. I think I need the Arcana pack. Priestess. That's not great. Okay. Okay. Here's a flush. We need 3 of those. We could try to get spades. Could try to get a full house. No, let's just go spades. And hearts. Bummer. That's it. No molt. All right. Investment tag. How about hearts? There we go. Can't even take a flower pot. Could be holographic, actually. That's interesting. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Odd. Okay. Pair of 9s wins. Scary face, no. Could be a buffoon pack. Maybe not. Maybe no buffoon pack. Maybe we pick up Uranus here. I like. With Todd, I like to play 2 pair. 3s and could be aces. Bloodstone. Steven, Todd, Bloodstone. I guess Bloodstone gives us like a long-term plan. Maybe. It's something to do. Alright. Jumbo Spectral. Ecto, no. Hex on the Bloodstone is probably not what you want to do. You could go Gold Seal 5. Okay, can't take the foil here. Justice, maybe. We are safe without it. I think with Todd, we're fine here. Okay, 8s and 3s, that's great. Okay. Star fruit. I think I need the Arcana packs first so that I can get Hermie. Okay. Emperor, no, we go Death card. So Jack into hearts. Alright. I have a flush. I'm going to play a flush. So we make sure we get the star fruit value. And then we can try to get hearts. Like that. His 6 is still available. We can get oops all 6s, yeah. Alright, so could get a death card. Emperor. Could make a gold card, could use an Emperor. I think gold 6, maybe? Since I have the gold seals, I'm gonna go ahead and open this. This is bad. Neptune is probably not going to be worthwhile. All right. We want the hearts flush. Getting the spade flush instead. I can use death to make another heart. And then it's fine. Huge. Okay. Seltzer you can't do because it has a gold sticker. Temperance is $9. We take $9. Not very exciting. King we don't need. Even hearts, King of Hearts, I'm going to say no. Burglar. Maybe not with this boss. Maybe not with the star fruit. Maybe you do take Jimbo here. Okay. I want to get the hearts flush. I am closer to having diamonds than I am to having hearts, and so maybe I'm supposed to play the diamonds first. Maybe I'm supposed to play the spades first. That's not good. Okay. I could play a pair of 5s here. But I think we gotta go for the flush. We gotta sort by suit. Not gonna work.
There's the flush. I think this is not enough. Yeah. Stinky draw. Oh well. That's why I don't usually like going for flushes. Stuff like that. Okay, I mean, there's tribe again. Bleh. Vagabond can't do it. I noticed flushes become less reliable on higher stakes. Yes. An astute observation. Good job. Congratulations. I've had my suspicions, but I'm glad you were able to sleuth it out. Beans. Should have just played the second straight when we had the second straight. Are flushes even good on lower stakes? Dang. Stupid in here asking the tough questions. We all know that they're not good on high stakes, but are they even good on low stakes? Dang. Could get money here, but we need points. Plenty of ways to make money, but we need points. Flush has got me my first gold stake win. Congratulations. I guess here's the thing, right? If you were to say, like, I don't know how to do anything other than flushes, that doesn't necessarily mean that flushes are good. It just means that you don't know how to do anything other than flushes. All my gold stake wins are with flushes. Oh. My condolences. Flushes are my panic hand. There. Oh, no. All right. Okay. Getting scammed. Why all the resets? Because the game is tough. We're playing it with a special rule set, which makes the game even more difficult. And so maybe resetting makes it a little bit easier. What's my favorite flavor of ice cream? It's tough for me to pin it down to just one, but I like chocolate ice cream with a peanut butter ribbon in it. I think that's pretty good. I like a cheesecake ice cream maybe the raspberry cheesecake, something like that. Oops. Jester, hello, welcome. Who's your favorite Balatro YouTuber? So I guess like the thing is, you watch content creators, you watch streamers and YouTubers as like, I don't know, that's your hobby or your pastime or whatever. That's to fill time. For me, all these people, these are my coworkers, right? Like we work together, we hang out together. These are my friends. So it's, you know, you ask me who my favorite Balatro content creator is, you're asking me like who my best friend is in the Balatro community, and that's like kind of a weird thing to think about. Obviously I interface with Zaino a lot. Let's see. I think Murphy is an underrated creator, and what I mean by that is he deserves more viewership, he deserves more subscribers for how funny he is. For how good of an entertainer he is, he deserves a bigger following. That's how I feel about Murphy. He deserves better. Hearts are debuffed. Alright, sign me up. I think Murphy is the funniest Balatro creator. By far. No contest. Alright, here's the move. We got a 4, let's make it fancy. Let's get it fancy in here. 7s. Do a little of this. There you go. Could be walkie-talkie. There's another chance at Fibonacci plus Todd. Okay. With a Mern. I don't think I want the Mern. I think I go hearts though. Still hearts. Alright. We go hearts, we get the bloodstone later. That's huge. Cartomancer? That's great. Jumbo standard, maybe. Could be a red seal 4 that we turn into a red seal 5. I'm interested. With Cartomancer, I'm interested. I'm invested. Let's make it happen. Here, though, I think the move is we go clubs or spades. Gotta go clubs. Okay. So here's some clubs. Kings, we can hang them. Play the clubs. Tiny amount of chips, no problem. Telescope on flushes. Boss says no repeats. 2 Arcana packs is insane. Okay, I can get another 5. I can get rid of spades. Okay. Could be 20 bucks or lucky cards. Give me the money now. It's my money and I want it now. Go one more. Hold your breath. Not this time. 2 gold stickers. Alright, temperance. We can wait on temperance. We are looking for hearts. This hand sucks. Okay. Okay. I can make molt aces. And then dig for another 4. Maybe it's fine, don't worry about it. Alright. Could get the haul. So, could be a blue seal 4 for our flushes. I like that idea. Do we pick up an ace here? Not as a wild card. Okay. No diamond. No flower pot. No Fienders. No Mad Joker. I think no Mad Joker. Enhanced cards can't be debuffed. Okay. 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 So I could do something like this. I probably don't want to pay the rental fee. I should have discarded to get the blue seal. Alright, here we go. Let's haul it in. Negative tag, holographic. Let's go. Holographic, not the best. Michelle, not the worst. Alright. We got the Bonkler. Oh my god. Hachi machi. This is the run? We've been wrong before. We've been done dirty before. But this could be something. Starfruit is something. Maybe the permanent marker, I'm not like... We don't need the permanent marker, right? We already had the hearts boss. Okay. Emperor. Okay. So I would like to get a hearts flush. I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be hearts. Could be diamonds. Let's go hearts anyway. Slightly punished. Okay. So Starfruit didn't work out. That's okay. +1. That's okay. 2 and ace I can make into luckies. Fool, I can make more luckies. I can save the fool, I think is better. Starfruit, I think I'm actually gonna sell it. I don't want to pay the rental fee. There we go. Hello Raiders. Welcome Ank. Welcome Raiders. We're doing Balatro Jenga today. That means we can't use any Joker that has a gold sticker. We've been doing round robin amongst 4 of us. And this is turn number like 14 or something like that. No, 18. Anyway. All of these are fine. We have a telescope, right? Could be Blue Seal Queen. Harder for us to get the flush, but the flush levels are definitely worthwhile. Okay. Also, Ank, we're dual streaming right now to YouTube. By the way, if you've ever done dual streaming yourself and you have some ideas how to do it better, please let me know. We're struggling out here. I hope you're doing well.
Alright, I can make a glass 3. 9 and 7, we can go Empress. There you go. Is it legit to use modded jokers? I mean, for this whole thing, this Balatro Jenga thing, we've been using the extra credit jokers. Because it adds 45 new jokers, so a little bit more variety. It's not just me. Immolate. I mean, sure, why not? More blue seals. Okay. Temperance for 19 bucks, sure. You could take the rebate. I wouldn't fault you if you did, but I kind of like having the extra hand size. Diff card. All right, now we're in the kitchen. All right. I want to turn this into hearts. I could make it into a gold card. Probably we go find the blue seals. So here's a blue seal, and I will make another one. Ace 8752. We want the Fibonacci cards. She left us. Challenge yourself to not play pairs. Yeah. Sorry, you might be talking to someone else. Because you can't be talking to me. Could be a fancy queen. That queen's kind of fancy, but it's not hearts. I need to stop adding cards to the deck. Do we have enough blue seals? No, we don't. Okay. Go next. I can play this flush, but it doesn't have very much bloodstone, or it doesn't have very much Fibonacci value, but maybe that's fine. Also, not that much Todd value, so I think we just actually discard a 6 here. I will give it a try, but I don't have high hopes for this one. It's going to be really rough if we need a second flush. It's going to be devastating. Okay. So that's not good. You could play a pair of aces here. The clubs are not going to happen. Diamonds are vaguely possible. You could get a jack here. You could get a 6 here. You could play the 2 pair, is slightly more than the pair. Great. Could be Ancient Joker on hearts. I mean, that's good for 1 round. I guess Ancient Joker is pretty good for us. Sigil, not here. No, I can't. This boss is spoopy. Base, chips and mold halved. Slightly spoopy, I guess. Definitely things like Todd help. Fibonacci helps. Do I want to get rid of the hand size here? I don't really. Do I want to get rid of Todd? Maybe now is the time Todd goes away. Boss reroll if we want it. Maybe we do. All right. Let's get hearts. These are my hearts. The order doesn't matter. Empress probably doesn't matter either. Ancient Joker on spades. So next round, I guess we could just play spades. It's possible. I'm not going to claim that it's likely, but it is possible. Molt cards give... It's really not much molt. The Chain Lightning. I think we just don't. So we could do spades. We could do hearts. I think I'm going to try for the spades. Okay. Not looking that bad for spades. I guess maybe the one caveat is it forces me to play the blue seal, but maybe that's fine. I can use the sun on my red seal 4. Alright. Ancient Joker on hearts, we win. We beat this boss. Could be double rainbow, retrigger all lucky cards. I don't have that many of those lucky cards. There's a lucky 2. Red seal 2, Fibonacci compatible. Turn it into hearts. Replace the Bonkler with double rainbow. Death card. Okay. So with Ancient Joker, we win. Okay. Do I use the sun on the 4 or do I save it for the 2? Ah, that's tough. Okay. This is fine. I can play this. Also fine. I can go sun 1, 2, 3. I can use death to make another red seal. And then now it's a 4 of a kind. I guess it's like this. Yeah, I don't know, something like that probably. Hey, Idle Beast. Thank you for the 3 months. Alright. Maybe I was supposed to copy the Wild 4. Maybe. Fool for Jupiter. We could do better. Extra discard here is huge. Death card. So, do you make more 2s? Do you make, I don't know, an ace seems worthwhile? I guess... Ancient Joker on clubs. I think with this 2... I think I make the ace here. I think we go... Turn... So Ancient Joker's on clubs right now. I can turn Jack of Diamonds into an ace. And then use the Fool for a death card. Alright. Chain Lightning seems kind of weak. We did the math and it was fine.
Okay. Could make another 4. I could just make another glass card. And then do something like this. Red seal, 1 glass should be fine. I guess it depends on how the bloodstone is feeling. Generous or not. But it should be fine. I guess we can play the 4 here. And then think about what the boss is. Okay. Ancient Joker on hearts. Okay. Magician. Okay, I can put the Magician on... Get a death card. Probably you make another 3. Probably, let's see here. Ancient Joker on hearts. Probably we get rid of diamonds. You could use the sun there. Okay. This 2 doesn't work. Expecting that this flush doesn't win. Oh, Ancient Joker on hearts, this does win. Well, you know, without the Ancient Joker. Okay, now what? No Magician on red. I wanted to save the Magician for my second hand, but if you don't get a second hand, then you don't get to use it. You could take a 3 here as a holographic. Alright, Empress, no. So, Ancient Joker on clubs, we can decide, do we want to try to go for clubs? And it looks like probably not. If we just get the glass card, that's better. If we just get the red seals, that's better. We can play something like this. A little bit red seal action. Werewolf pivot out of the double rainbow would be sick. I would love that. I want so much to make the werewolf happen. I guess we get rid of diamonds. We can get rid of clubs. We can turn a 4 into another glass card. This boss is definitely a reroll. It's not 100%, but it is pretty likely reroll. Okay. Spades, I could play this flush. I can even add some molt cards. Baseline flush is half of the points. Okay. So probably you don't need the glass cards here, but you play 1 anyway just to be safe. Don't need the 2 here. Maybe something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or is the lucky 2 fine? Let's not take any chances. We don't know how the bloodstone might be feeling. Alright. Double rainbow. That's not good. Would I get rid of the Ancient Joker for oops all 6s? Absolutely yes.
Could go Aura on a 3. Foil's not the worst. Alright. So, we only played one hand, right? And we only played one glass. And now I can turn a 4 into a 5 if I need to. Maybe I need to. Ancient Joker on hearts. Play this with one glass, but then we don't have the re-triggers. But we do have Ancient Joker, so we don't need the glass. Okay. The 4 we maybe don't play, or maybe we don't need to play. I'm gonna strengthen the 4s. Alright. Something like that. And then we got Ancient Joker. Alright, now without Ancient Joker. Clubs. We can hang them. Diamonds I want to remove. I can also remove clubs. Even though Ancient Joker's on clubs. Alright, let's draw glass cards. One glass card should be debuffed, and then we got 2 more glass cards after that. I could play the spades flush just as a little appetizer. I guess there's no reason to do that. The clubs flush is technically possible off of the wild card. It just seems... Actually, maybe I've got more clubs in the deck than I... Yeah. I have more clubs than I have hearts, because all my hearts are debuffed anyway. Right, so here's the clubs flush. And then if you're concerned about it, we can make a steel card. There you go. Alright, this boss forces a card to be selected. Ancient Joker on diamonds. Okay. Chariot or strengthen, maybe. This 5 with the red seal, we could make a red steel card. We could just make more hearts. Kind of like that idea. So no more diamonds, no more clubs. Magician. All right, so we want to do hearts, right? Instead of diamonds. I have hearts. We're loaded. We're ready to go. We can go make the 10 into steel. We play this flush. Do we need glass? If we need glass, we can get glass. Okay. Ancient Joker on hearts. Well, Ancient Joker selects a suit that's not in your deck. Yeah, Ancient Joker just chooses uniformly between the 4 suits. Actually, it's 3 suits because it doesn't repeat. Don't need a jack. Can't take the hat. Sad. Can't take the hat.
Ancient Joker on Hearts. There you go. I guess you could do the 4 instead. Alright. That's it. I would say just like we drew it up, but we know that's not true. I hate that this is the way that it ends. I hate that it ends with Ancient Joker. Gross. Level 26 flushes. One Joker slot to spare. Yeah, that's fine. Last week we did only 2 Jokers. Last week we sold all the Jokers. And the one Joker that we used was like idle or something like that. I guess I will go here. Does that mean that the others don't get to use these Jokers in their final hand, right? So you can't use the Jokers at all throughout the run. So like, you know, Crafty Joker, you can't use it in Ante 1 or 2 or whatever. You just can't use it at all. Same with 8-Ball. Hello, Zaino. Hello, Raiders. Welcome. We just did it. Zaino, it took us, I'll be honest, it took us a couple tries on the black deck here. But we got Ancient Joker. And so, Ancient Joker, Bloodstone. Something like that. I need to go, this is number 2. Okay. Yeah, Zaino, while you're here, you know, if you got a second, let me, Hey, Niall Coughlin. Thanks for the great content. Thank you for the super chat, I guess. Hope the long form videos are coming back to YouTube. I actually recorded several. I actually recorded like, I don't know, 7 of them 2 days ago. And so, you know, it's coming out. It's happening. Anyway, yeah, Zaino, there's some discussion, there's some question about what do we do now that we've exhausted all of the decks. And it seemed like Roffle and Rarran were kind of happy to be done as far as like, you know, once half of the Jokers are taken out, then getting any kind of successful run off the ground is a little bit annoying. And so maybe, you know, it's not really Roffle's style to just, you know, keep spamming restarts until you get something. Like, that's not super fun for him to do. And so we decided, like, okay, or proposal, we win, right? As a team, we win. We beat all the decks. I don't think I'm super interested in going on either. But like, what would we do next? You could unlock the decks again, and you could, you know, go and try to get completionist plus or something, or play until you lose or something. I think whoever ultimately is going to lose is going to lose in, you know, maybe some uninteresting way. Kind of agonizing way. Anyway, I will save the profile file just to be safe. Maybe I'll put it here. Good place for it. And then maybe we, you know, maybe the team will cook up something new. Fine with whatever the group wants to do. We did have a pretty good idea earlier from Misty Fox Girl. So, you know, we've done, what is it? We've done bingo before, where like you have challenges that you're trying to fill out the bingo board, 5x5 board with challenges. Misty suggested, what if there's 25 Jokers, and then you get a bingo square for getting a gold sticker on a Joker. Maybe. And this doesn't necessarily have to be in like a speed kind of thing. This doesn't necessarily have to be a synchronous thing. We could do it asynchronously too. Could score points. Maybe. I feel like we did something like that before, or at least I personally did something like that before. Anyway, I guess the idea would be we don't want it to be a speed run, and we don't want it to be a scheduling issue where we all have to play at the same time. And so I guess like my idea for if we were going to do bingo, like gold sticker bingo or whatever, you would pick your own bingo card, you would pick your own jokers, and then you would have a set number of runs, or whoever could win in the fewest number of runs. And so you can take an infinite amount of time, but you want to win in as few runs as possible. And like that's the competition. And so maybe someone could do all of their runs in one day, maybe someone could do all of their runs kind of spread out over 3 different sessions, depending on what their schedule looks like. Yeah, or just set number. Anyway, now that we got Jenga out of the way, I do have a little bit more time. We could do some more extra credit stuff. I did see Zaino did either maybe the archaeology deck. Maybe that was the one that was missing. Let's get a rare. How about that? How about the Bazaar deck? That's the one. Okay. 2 pair like this doesn't win. But then you go 2 pair like this. BU After Dark. Yas. No! I've been bean boozled. Alright. Could be investment tag. Big money, no whammies. Huge. Could be world. Could be economy tag for 40 bucks. It could be you take speed tag for 20 bucks. Should extra credit have a legendary joker? It doesn't need to. Should it? I don't know. Maybe business card here. Did we win with the black deck? We did. What if we take flash card? What if I re-roll, we gonna be sad? Maybe I take the world here. Alright. We got $100 reduce. There's no way we lose. Okay. Trying to get that straight flush. Seems dubious. Never didn't have it. No way we lose with $100 reduce. There's no way. Alcoholic toddler? Thank you for the tier 1 sub. You want a fortune teller? Too bad. Can't have it. Son? Wait, how do we have $100 on ante 1? Because we started in ante 0. That's the secret. Alright. Son? No. Bean? Yes. We're saved. Oh, we could get a little plushie action. Is it the legendary werewolf run? We gotta do it. We don't gotta do it, we should do it. Okay. 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 It's time to awoo. And my turn is it hearts? Let's go hearts. Hearts into diamonds. How about these hearts become diamonds? Make sevens? I mean, yes, usually. But I want to awoo. I just one time awoo, okay? What am I looking at? Oh, face cards. We want face cards. Let's go pair of tens. Lucky sevens helps with turning things wild. Agree. Could we get Myrtle? Maybe not as a rental. Maybe pick up Todd here. No. Todd plus sevens. Full house. Aces. I'm gonna say nah. What does Plushy do? It's abstract Joker, but it's chips. Werewolf is like an anti-vampire? Kinda. Alright. Werewolf is more like, what's it called? Midas Mask? And it's like that way on purpose. Look at the rebate money instead of the business card. What's all this about? Is it a mod or a game mode? I mean, we are using a mod. A challenge? Yeah, we were doing this Jenga challenge before. And then we decided that we finished the Jenga challenge. And then now we're doing something else. How exciting. Could be clubs. I think more spades and diamonds. Justice. Alright. I guess the gelato makes sense instead of Todd. Question. Never mind, I figured it out. 7 becomes wild. Discard it. Different 7 also wild. Huge. Is there a link to the Discord? If you want to join the Balatro University Discord, it's available to any subscribers. Any one-time subscribers. Could be gifted sub, could be prime sub. All you gotta do is subscribe one time. You can also make the minimum contribution on the Ko-fi. Does a red seal 6 become a red seal 7? Maybe. Do we take a golden joker? Instead of the bean, I think yes. Only because now we have the gelato plus flashcard combo. I need more tarot cards. I find your lack of tarot cards disturbing. You can also try to win RNG on gifted subs. We get gifted subs all the time, almost every stream actually. Did Jenga already happen? We did complete Jenga, yes. Bugsy's heading to bed? Alright, good night, Bugsy. Tell him I'll save some coupons for him. Oh, we get the tower for the werewolf? That's huge. Alright. More spades or more just hang them? Maybe 4 and 10 you just hang them? We could try to pocket some aces. This card has words on it. Rebate on 2s. Alright, if we want to be somewhat diligent here. I should have turned... No. Should have saved that. Should have saved the rock. Oh well. Now I got a wild queen for some reason. That was a blunder. Rebate on 2s. Let's pocket some more aces. $6 at the end of the round. Wrathful Joker. 6 cents. There's no way that 6 cents is correct, right? Someone talk me out of it. Could be take a 7 here. Could be Red Seal 5. Why is gold stake hard? I guess like because we made it hard. Why does it? Yeah, we made it difficult. That's why it's hard. We did it on purpose. Misprint. Nope. Alright, hey look, the wacky tacky. Okay. Rebate on 3s? Okay. I can play ace high. There you go. Do you want a juggler? No, we just stick with the rebate, it's fine. We got the pocket aces money, we're pocketing the money. Been trying gold stake, but been more fun to go back to white stake. And here's the thing, right? For some people, games that are easy are more fun. For some people, games that are difficult are more fun. And so, you know, different people are gonna play different games, and that's okay. Just because the game has a gold stake difficulty doesn't mean you have to do it. Doesn't mean you have to play it. You could just accept that, like, hey, that's not fun for me, so I'm not gonna do that. Cool, good for you. Look at that. Do we level up flushes? Do we make more wild cards? I guess I level up the flushes. How many new jokers are in this mod specifically? There are 45. There are 3 pages worth of jokers. I'll do this so you can clip it. There you go. But also if you just look up like the extra credit mod, GitHub page, get the information. 45 is a lot of jokers. I guess that's like 30% more jokers compared to the base game. Probably I want to try to play a flush, but maybe I don't want to try too hard. Let's just draw a bunch of aces. That seems like a good time to me. I did not draw very many aces, I'll admit. Why no juggler instead of ice cream? Because I didn't really think about how big the ice cream was, or how small the ice cream was, actually. Juggler foil would have been better, objectively. Alright. Alloy. Maybe ace? Maybe 2, I guess? Yeah, for folks just tuning in, we already finished the Jenga portion. So now we're just doing like, just a quick, easy bonus run, just for funsies. Alright. Not really trying to optimize the mail-in rebate either. Though, with numbers like those, maybe we should be trying a little bit harder to get a flush, since the gelato's melted. Why are we making AWU cards? Because it's fun to AWU. But also, I mean, check it out, check it out. Hold on, hold. I got you. What about this? Do you like this? Re-trigger all cards of the club suit. Suit changes every round. What about this? All your diamonds are gold cards. They give you $2 when held in hand. Suit changes every round. Ah, bummer. Can we have an additional mod expansion that makes the werewolf AWU when it changes a card? I think it does, right? Doesn't it? We could throw it back. I don't know if we should throw it too far back, but we definitely... Whose turn is next in Jenga? There might not be more Jenga. There might not be more. Let's throw it back. Idol plus Ancient Joker. What a combo. Not impossible. Oh, you want like the actual sound? The AWU sound? Yeah, I guess it doesn't make a sound. Someone should record in AWU. Are you... I hope you don't mean me. I hope you... That's not what you mean. That's not what you want? Did the doc win his round? Technically, yes. It wasn't, like, easy. But I did win. Alright. We can get 6s. Maybe we can't get 6s. Okay, hold on. Hold. I can play a 7. Ka-chow. Played cards become wild. They don't have to score, you just ship it and they become wild. Oh my god. I need to AWU more often. Okay. Okay. We need a burb. Priestess, or you make another AWU card? Let's AWU the 6. Alright. I've got a confession. I might play a flush. I'm not sure how many, but I might play one. Could be idle on a 7 of spades. Could be 8 ball instead of rebate. We can't. Say awoo a bunch of times, and then that way we can play different versions of the awoo. I guess you would have to figure out how to sound balance them correctly so that they sound relatively similar. Does this mod add any vouchers? No vouchers. Alright, I want to get my aces. Awoo. There we go. You don't seem like a flush kind of guy. You're right. You got me. Ugh. I mean, it's good with the aces, right? It's gotta be. If we're being completely honest. So we take the fool here. It doesn't change the hand. When you play a hand, it doesn't change it. So, for example, like Vampire, if you play a bunch of stones and it reveals a flush, it doesn't change it to a flush. We could make more diamonds, I guess. Maybe ace. Maybe we get rid of the hearts. I could use the fool for more diamonds. You know, the sad thing is, probably all my cards are going to turn into diamonds, and then it doesn't matter that they're wild. I could use strength here to make kings and aces. That's big game. That's huge. We're doing it. Does the Equidex scale exponentially or just faster than normal? It's linear. It's just a little bit faster than normal. Well, what's normal? It's just faster than what you're used to. Alright. I could turn a 6 into a 7. I wanted to use strength on the red seal. We should be patient. Dang. Alright. I can do diamonds again. I forgot about the 2s. There we go. $10 from the pocket aces. We're pocketing so many aces. Plutonium, Mars. Eh. Alright, could get $12 here. We could awoo some more cards. We could awoo some diamonds. No priestess. Prideful Joker. Gross. I'd rather you didn't. I mean, we got flashcard. We don't need to do that. It's fine. Basically, I have to play rebate the 6s. So, wild diamonds. Awoo. Okay. Whatever this is, throw it away. Rebate on 6s. This is about to get bumpy, huh? Maybe it's fine. Strength on 2 6s. I'm tempted. And then I need another strength card for my red seal. Alright. Awoo. Sir Boomer, thank you for the 4 months. And Whack5. Welcome back, Whack5. Whack5, thank you for the 17 months. is Myrtle. This boss says base, chips, and malt halved. I'll be honest. We might be in trouble. That's not ideal. But if you take the speed tag here, it's 25 bucks. Alright, could be Hermie. No, that's the only right answer. Okay. Rebate the 2. Huh. Okay. Okay. That's not good. So, club's not possible. Spades, maybe. Go spades. I don't have enough chips. It's fine, actually. Natural spade flush, sure. Alright. I wouldn't mind having some more chips. Just a little snacky. Incantation. All these enhanced cards? Whoa. Probably you can't take it. Haven't done a lot of aces in a while. That's sad. Okay. Hors d'oeuvres. I think we don't have room. The Star and Empress? Maybe. 3 flushes? No problem. Here we go. 1, 2. Okay, so 1, 2. Bang. I wonder if British gamblers would call them crisps. Talking about crisps? Is that what you're talking about? I guess I could turn these into diamonds. Okay. I could discard the 9s. No, I need the 9. Cool. I don't think this wins. Right. That's okay, we get the extra money from the aces. We get to pocket some more aces. Cool. We need a joker that gives us crisps. Could be acrobat. That seems maybe not good. Maybe. Acrobat would technically allow us to survive. It will probably allow us to survive. I'm not making any promises, but it'll probably work. We have the boss reroll. That's true. I don't really want to do the acrobat. I don't really want to do that either. Re-trigger all spades. But for what purpose? Okay. Cards can't be debuffed, I don't care about. Could be Prideful Joker. How are we doing on molt? We're not doing molt. Okay. I mean, I push this button, I push this button. That's worse. That's less good. That's beans. Okay, so idea. Play a flush. Cry. Okay. Step 2. We could get a couple wild 7s in the deck. Could be 7s and 8s. Could be aces. No. Okay. I mean, that's not good. But then... Okay. Oh, no. That's not good. Ow. Haha, dang it. -1 hand size. We deserve that. Okay. Ah, rats. There were a bunch of diamonds. I wanted the hearts. We awooed our last awoo. No more awoo. Okay. What about one of these? What about one of those? What about one of these? Could be one of those. I think I got what I need. I think I got what I came for. Play a 6, how about that? Oh yeah? Oh no! Alright, it's fine. Good luck with Brekkie, Crash. What is the Jenga part though? We did Jenga earlier. Sorry, we're done with Jenga. If you're just tuning in. Dusk is probably not it. Could be rough gem. I mean, sure. Temperance or judgment? Random joker? Interesting. Business card? Pocket the aces. We do have a few aces. I don't know if they're pocket worthy. Go next. It's Jangover. Yeah. Okay. What if we just draw aces here? Then we're fine. What if we play this straight? 6 cents works even if the 6 is debuffed. Correct. If you didn't know, now you know. Trees aren't terrain. $8? Oh, we're pocketing so many aces right now. I can make lucky aces. Okay. Okay. Oh no! Play a 6. Grim! Hex. Are we trying to hex right now? We could play the full house. We could play this full house. Okay, so what if we hit him with one of those? Oh, we lose. Never lucky. Bummer. Not even close. Yeah, maybe. Ugh. My elbow kind of hurts. I was like leaning on it in a way that I probably shouldn't. Alright. Let's go archaeology. Let's do one echo deck. What if we get clubs? Okay. This is Crash's favorite. Echo deck, Death Wish. Kinda. Hey, sometimes it's a good time. On White Stake, it's a particularly good time. Walkie talkie? Nah, we could do better. The Drizzler. Maybe not an Echo Deck All-Star. Maybe. I think I'd take Walkie talkie here. Can I get a flush? Can I get a spade flush? Maybe. Maybe not. Alright. King and 5, let's hang. I don't technically need the walkie-talkie here. Cool. Could be delayed gratification. The do list on high card. Okay. Jupiter again. Jupiter again. Why? No. What's in here? Oh. What's in here? Oh, maybe. Farming hearts. Well, that's awkward. Okay. I want to play high card, but I don't think I can. Ow. We can pocket the aces. We can play Lustful Joker. I guess we... Alright. Oh, no. That's a That's a rock? Stupid might be right, that's a Okay. Full house, easy, done. Oh, you want more? I'm not surprised. What a full house. Alright. Accretion disc. That's big game. Midas Mask. That's particularly interesting game. Alright. Okay. Okay. Do we fortune teller? Absolutely not. Do we take a chariot? Maybe. What about a free reroll? Emperor? That's probably enough. I'm gonna assume that the Emperor is enough. Could be take a steel 6. Alright. Sure. Flushes again? Oh no. Ugh. Fine. I can make a rock. Hey, look at this. Look at all these gold cards. I can't escape it. It's my destiny. To be fair, on the Echo deck, flushes are less bad. Alright, Magician, huge. Okay. So, if, and I'm not saying that we will, if, the answer is hearts. Alright, thank you for your participation. Let's go, 10 and 6? Disc plus Priestess? Yeah, I mean, that's decent. But not yet. I ain't got that kind of money. Not yet. So, could be diamonds here as a flush. Idea. 7. Like that. Unlucky. Unlucky. Okay. What if we play 2 pair like this? Okay. Alright. Sly Joker? Maybe. Judgment? Maybe. Arcana? Yes. No. Glass card? Very powerful. Take 20 bucks instead. Okay. Mail-in rebate? Sure. Could be lucky 7s. Alright. Oh my god. We gotta fist it up here. We did it. The feast is on. You keep the disc though. Rebate the aces. Now we want the werewolf. Do I want the fist or Michelle? Priestess. Okay, so my most played hand is gonna be full house actually. Can we change that? Can we change our mind? Rebate aces. Boom. I've got a 6 that I can discard. Okay. King, Queen, Jack, 10, 9. Debuffed 8. Debuffed 8? Okay. 4 is fine. Okay. Alright. Pairs? Are we pair gaming? Is that who we are? Hmm. I don't think we do the bowl. 6 and 7 into luckies. You know what's gonna happen? This is gonna level up my full house, and that's okay. Saki Busky? No. Maybe. Are we done with Midas Mask? We're kind of done with Midas Mask. Alright. I'm looking for 2 pair. I'm looking for 7s. I'm looking for... Could be kings. Could be 7s and kings. All right. I just need one more 7. All right, we did it. That's huge. I didn't get very much molt on that one. Uh-oh. Got money though? I guess. That counts for something. Alright. Level up my pair. Is this a mod? It is a mod to have these jokers, Accretion Disc and the Lucky 7. Maybe I take the Seltzer instead of the Fist here. That seems highly dubious. Highly dubious. Alright. Okay. 4 of a kind, meh. Oh, Accretion Disc? I should have just taken it. Oh well. I can make a glass card. I could make diamond. We already said hearts, so could be arrowhead is particularly good. Ah. Alright. 7s and kings, no problem. Ooh, full house, no problem. What if we made the king into glass? How would you feel about that? Yum. You know what? We could suck all the chips with a ducky. I think the build is starting to work. Something's happening. I don't know if the thing that we're doing is the thing that we want to be doing, but definitely something is happening. Could be Blue Seal Jack is probably the reasonable thing to do. Steel cards are good on the Echo deck, and so let's pass and keep rolling here. Could be a rock to go with my 2 pair plan. Rocks are good with Lucky 7, actually. Can we keep up with the scaling? I plead the 5th. I don't know. 7s. Ooh, 6s? Get out of here. Okay. This has to be a jack. Which means we got the 2 pair, which means you turn the 2 into a rock. I can go 7s and queens into hearts. That's huge. That's a lucky rock. Yum. Wait, there's a blue seal in there. What the heck? How'd I get there? Gold 6. Nah. Love me a lucky rock. See? Someone asked earlier, they're like, hey Doc, if you were gonna design a Joker, what kind of Joker would you make? Stuff like this. Turn my rocks into lucky cards. That's the kind of Joker that I'm into. Alright. I need more 7s. Presumably. I got more 7s. I can make these into Hertz. And then play the 2-pair. Or play the full house. The 2-pair wins. This boss, play only one hand. Alright. The fist is done. Maybe the fist has been done for a long time. Could be a blackboard. Whoa. Astronomer. Whoa. Tuxedo. Do I want lovers? Maybe not necessary. We could get the wetness. Then I... Okay. I'm calculating. Okay. Yum. Gains molt for each unique enhancement. I might have to give up the seltzer, right? Okay. 20 bucks or make another glass card. Give me the 20. Okay. So you're telling me if I go... play this garbage? That's +4. Whoa. Vampire but gooder? It's rare. It has to be unique enhancements, so you can't just use Midas Mask or whatever. You gotta do the old switcho chango. I think my pairs are pretty good, right? 2-pair is banging. Alright. Moon, no. Mercury, yes. Lisa plus Splash is actually pretty cool. Splash is always cool. Splash is the most $3-est Joker. Alright. Blue Seal. What can we get here? Can I get another king maybe? Could be one of those. Could be... Alright, let's play this. Or do we want to play a pair? I don't want to play a pair. So I could get the pair level. Or do you want the... Yeah, let's play the pair. Flash is the Costco hot dog of Balatro. It's the lost leader. It's the way cheaper than it deserves to be, Joker. Alright, let's get the plutonium here. Boss says diamonds. It's the IKEA meatballs. No, because aren't the IKEA meatballs like actually kind of expensive though? I don't know how many meatballs they give you. We could take one of those. If I take the photograph, I gotta get rid of something. Maybe the accretion disc is not super important if we haven't fully committed to what kind of hand we want to level up yet. Alright. Oh, you know what? We got the handy mod. So we could do this, wipe it, and then discard it. I didn't get the luckiness, but maybe that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play high card. Oops, maybe I did that in the wrong order. For sure did that in the wrong order, but we get to do Lisa again. All right. There you go. Low budget photo Chad. Yeah. I mean, socket busking costs more than the Chad though, right? I can't do the aces. I think that was the mistake we made before. We can't do the aces and sevens at the same time. We gotta pick one or the other. Does alloy synergize or anti-synergize with Lisa? I think it synergizes. I think it double counts. Well, counts only once? Oh, so steel and gold count as one? Well, that's disappointing to hear. Hiker? Bummer. Alright. Couple of kings, couple of sevens. I guess maybe you don't need to use the magician. Something like this. We won Jenga already? Yeah, sorry. Sorry for folks who are just tuning in. We did win Jenga. Now we're just doing a quick little gold stake run just for fun. On one of the modded decks, the Echo deck. Could pick up the Chad here. Instead of Saki Busky. But we were having so much fun. Alright. I mean, the clear answer is you get rid of the photograph here. So you get more lucky procs. Maybe you should have taken hack, actually. If Lucky 7 made a lucky card, would that proc the vampire? It doesn't proc the vampire. I could make a rock. Turn the 3 into a... Now, you know, I don't need the rock. Well, maybe I do want the rock. Because we want to have... For Lisa, we want to have all the mix them up here. I don't have any molt cards. Let's make some molt cards. Okay. Sevens. And faces. 1 7, the rest faces. Alright, I'm up. Stone plus 7 plus all of these faces. Maybe keep one because of the gold card. Put the rock in the front. The rock is the best. That's a big game. Retrigger the rock as a lucky card. Alright. These are not so lucky. Uh-oh. Alright, what if we put a rock? Oh, these are not lucky. That's not good. You know, the lucky cards might be kind of important. Could be. Maybe I'm supposed to play a pair instead? Alright. Calculated. Yeah. For sure. For sure, for sure. For show. For show. So, Lavers? Nah. Hey, look, it's back. Could be... How do I get more sevens? I have 4 sevens. Is not a lot of sevens. You know what? That could be a way to get more sevens. You could turn an 8 into a 7. Aight. And it's a bonus 7? That's huge. That's big game. What if we play a rock? Plus 20? Oh, that's what happens when we play a rock? Okay. What if we play one of these as a glass card? Do we need the pair? We don't need the pair, it's fine. Look at that, we got times 4.4 on Lisa. I guess one question is, if we had Obelisk instead of Lisa, would Obelisk be bigger? Do we keep leveling up pairs even though we keep not playing pairs? Maybe 4 of a kind? You do one of those. So we could make more hurts. I like that. More hurts here. Probably steel cards are pretty good on the Echo deck. Alright. Saki Busky. Whoa, look at that. Okay, what am I looking at here? Could be play a pair. Oh. Pose. That's a thing we could do. Oh, we could get Bartolomeo. How many legitimate lucky cards do I have? I'm tempted. I have an abdominal pain. Fancy Rock. Fancy Rock or Glass 5. Either one makes it harder for me to get my 7s. Oh my god. Death card. Okay. What if we play 2 pair? Copying the Chad. Unlucky. What if we played a bunch of 7s? Like, a bunch of 7s? What's my best 7? My best 7 is probably this one? That's not exactly the way that I wanted that to go. Does Lisa count lucky 7? It does. I messed up. Nuts. Okay. Okay. Ace, we turn into a 7, for sure. 6, we could turn it into a 7. We could turn it into a glass 5. Let's go 7. 6 and 5, we could just do that. Now we got another 7. Okay. Okay. This boss is gonna debuff my stuff. I think that's legitimate. Play 2 pair here. Alright. Brainstorm copying Lisa makes it pretty tough. Tough to lose. Alright. Trash can, nope. We actually don't have any Joker slots anymore. At my room. Mega Bufern. Go next. There's a glass king. Molt 4s. We play a pair. We add a bonus card, we add a glass card, we add a stone card. $5.8. Not bad. Hand was decent. Boss says force the card to be selected. If there was a boss that we were afraid of, maybe this could be the one. Cool. Okay. Moon? No. 9 you can turn into a rock. First time seeing someone scared of the cerulean bell. It just makes it difficult for me to set up the hand that I actually want to set up. There's a 9. Okay. No, this is fine. I can play a pair of kings. With some rocks. There you go. Alright, folks. That's gonna be it for this one. Yeah, good. You know, it took us a couple tries on the Jenga run, but we did manage to beat the black deck. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I'm going to turn off the YouTube stream. And then, maybe we can see who's live right now.